Hi, friends. Today I'm going to do a yes or no reading from questions that people have asked me, and some of them that I'd like to know. I picked about 10. I don't know if we're going to get through all of them, but we're going to go on and get started. I'm going to use my Rider-Waite cards that look like this. They're traditional Rider-Waite cards. See, like that. But they have yes or no, and then they also have messages. So we can kind of go in detail on these questions, okay? So let's go on and get started. 10 yes or no questions that I'm going to read from this list. I've got a bunch of them. I'm only going to take about 10, if that, for now. Okay. All right. Now this is the one of the most common questions that I've gotten. And the question is, will Donald Trump finish his term? Okay, yes or no? Okay, I've got the Ten of Wands card. Okay. And this is the heavy burden card. Okay, he's going to feel burdened down. And the answer is no. And it says overburdened, overloaded, responsibility, stress, problem, weight on his shoulders, duty, drudgery, obligation, burnout. Okay, I can see that. This man is older, and it's people are saying that he has health issues. I don't know, but he's probably tired. He's taken on too much, it says, and delayed. So the answer would be no. He's not going to finish his term. Uh, the other information, it says insurmountable problems, um, resigned to fate, wanting excessive control over people's lives. Now that he might, drudgery. So I think the answer would be no here. He's not going to finish his term. Maybe he's going to resign and let his vice president try to take over. So I would say no. The court say no. Okay, that's the first question. Okay, now the second question that is asked a lot is, will the people in his administration be held accountable in the world court eventually? Will some of them, not all, but will some of them be held accountable for some of these dastardly deeds that they're doing for entertainment purposes only? And that's just my opinion, and it's for entertainment purposes only. Um, will they be held accountable in the rural court, such as a court like the Helm, for the things that they're doing? Yes or no? Okay. Now, this one came out the page of Pentacles. No, the Four of Pentacles. That's the four. Four of Pentacles. See? Okay, and what it says is holding on to people, possessions, issues, deep-seated past issues, hoarding, stinginess, control, possessiveness, financial stability, security, saving for a big purchase. Okay, so it's saying yes, they're going to be held accountable, and they're going to feel the need to hold this court. When you get this, it means that you're feeling the need to hold on and protect your money that you have now. So that may be how some of them are going to be feeling, because they're going to be held accountable, and that means law fees, lawyers' fees, all of that. Okay, so the answer would be yes there. Then it says shedding the old, letting go of possessions, issues. Okay, unwarranted fear of poverty. Some of them probably going to feel like that because they're going to be held accountable for some of the things that they've done. Uh, Third question. Let's answer. Will J.D. Vance gain popularity? Now, before I pull this card, I would think not. I don't think people like him. I don't even think the Republicans like him. But that's my opinion, and it's for entertainment purposes only, YouTube. But we're going to see what the cards have to say. He just seems so dishonest, in my opinion, and for entertainment purposes only, YouTube. Okay, let's see what the cards say, though. Will he gain popularity? Okay. All right. Now this is a Seven of Cups chord here. Okay. And this is a no chord. Okay. It's a no chord. It says lots of options. Maybe they're going to have more options, in the Republican Party. We'll see. Multiple possibilities, picking and choosing, decisions, procrastination, dreaming, fantasies, illusions. Okay. Now, yeah, this is the illusion card. This is a conspiracy theory card. And he spouts conspiracy theories and untruths all the time, for entertainment purposes only. Okay, but so I think they're gonna look at him like this. They're gonna look at him as one big fantasy, one big story, you know, a big storyteller. I won't say the word. But anyway, that's the way people see him. They don't see him. He doesn't ring true. They see him lacking sobriety, clarity, reality, lack of choice, opportunities, options. So I don't think they're going to like him. I don't think he's going to ever gain much in the popularity contest, in my opinion. Okay. All right. Now the next one is okay. Let's see. That's three, four. Will the immigrants in these concentration camps be released in 2026? Will they be released in 2026? Will they be released? Or either if they're not, if they have problems, just send them back to their country, not send them to these countries where they don't even speak the language, just basically concentration camps for money. Uh, you know, it's just cruelty. The cruelty is the point. So will they be released from these prisons, these concentration camps in 2026? All right, now I don't know what's going to happen, but this card says yes. Okay, that's good. I wasn't expecting that. So maybe it's going to be some of them. Maybe the cries of the people are going to go be so loud that they're going to have to start doing something a little bit different. Okay, let's see what it says. It says new beginnings, good news, physically starting something, a new initiative. Okay. Find a new passion. Okay. Yeah, they're going to find new passion, especially these Republicans, when they go and they see that their constituents are totally against this horrid behavior. Yeah, they probably will start speaking up when they feel like they're going to lose their positions. Says growth, action, travel. And then what else does it say? Hesitant, wasted talent and potential. I don't know what that means here, but anyway, the courts say yes, and I think probably what's going to happen is that we the people are going to start speaking up, or maybe coming against these policies in 2026 to the point where these Republicans can't ignore that we don't want cruelty um, as Americans. We don't want that. The majority of us don't want it. Okay, okay, here. Will the Democrats win the midterm? Okay. Okay, here we have the Eight of Pentacles card. Okay, and you can see the Eight of Pentacles, that's somebody hard at work. It's almost like an apprentice, and they're working and working and working to get their product out. So I think the Dems are going to be working hard to get the message over. The message, and these are pentacles. So maybe the message that we can have a better conditions for we the people, because these are pentacles. And so they're working on the money. So I think maybe in 2026, this economy may be so horrid that that's what they're going to run on. They're going to run on the economy. It's the economy. And they're going to show different ways that they can maybe improve this. But let's see what it says. That's my opinion for entertainment purposes only. It says new jobs. Okay, see, they're going to be talking about the job situation, employment, building businesses, trade, reputation and craftsmanship, quality, master enterprise, hard work, committed dedication, concentration, success, accomplishments, confidence, results, and rewards. So they're going to come in, they're going to be speaking bread and butter issues to the people. Because, to be truthful, that's what the people care about most is, well, I mean, and it's nothing wrong with that. People need to be able to feed their family and take care of their homes and pay their mortgage and their rent and buy food, just basically live. So yes, they're going to think about that first, even over some of the humanitarian things, because people are going to think about family first. So I think yes, they will win. It's because they're going to concentrate on these bed and these bread and butter issues here. Okay, so I say yes. The court say yes. Okay. Okay. Here's my question. All right, now let's see if we can figure out how many people may flee this Trump administration. How many people are going to flee, if any? Let's see what the courts have to say. It's hard to get a number from the cards, but let's see if we come up with something. I might have to pull several cards before we come up with a number. Okay, how many people will flee from this present administration? And you can see them resigning. And it's almost like, okay, let's see. All right, so this says three. Three. Um, okay, so maybe three in 2026. Okay, so at least three. That's what the cards say. Okay. Okay, let's see what other questions I have. Oh, here's one that is asked a lot, and it's talking about the victims in the e-files. And several people have asked me, will any other victims of the e-files incriminate or give information about some of our top leaders? I put it that way, or politicians or somebody that's famous, will they come out and actually give us info? Or, in other words, whistleblow. Will they come out and actually name names? Okay, look at that. Yes, they're coming out, and they're coming out with a vengeance. Look at that. That's a messenger. And this is a messenger that's charging in. They're charging in. See? Um, let's see what it says. It says, quick decisions, ambition, a journey, energetic people, negotiators, debaters, competitors, sportsmen, those who love the challenge, um, okay, confident, okay, loud. Okay, so I think they're going to come in loudly. And I think once one or two starts naming names, then it's going to create an avalanche. Okay, so we're going to find out some real shocking things probably in 2026. Maybe people that we weren't really looking at that way. It's going to be a shocker, I think. And I think they are going to name names. Okay. Okay, a couple of more. I don't want to make it too long. Okay, will the people of Gaza get any relief? Okay, and the people of Israel too, because they're suffering. Will the people? And I'm not talking about the leaders, I'm talking about the average citizens that don't make the decisions, that have to go along with whatever these leaders do, um, even if it endangers them. Will they get, so I'm talking about the Israeli people of Israel and the poor people of Gaza who have just been devastated these past couple of years. Will they get relief? God, I hope so. So it's horrible. Will they get relief? Will the people in Israel, the Israelis, Palestinians, will they get relief? Because it's almost like the everyday people are pawns to what these governments do, what these leaders at Netanyahu and whoever is leading and just making decisions for the average person. It's not fair. These leaders make decisions and we, the people, suffer. So let's see. Will they get some type of relief over there in the Middle East in 2026? Will they? Okay, good. Okay, I was kind of almost afraid to pull this card, but it says yes. See, you got the sun card. So maybe maybe we're gonna see a new day. Okay, it may be, no, this is, a little bit biased opinion, but maybe they might change leaderships in one of these countries. Okay, and you know who I'm talking about. Um, the one that's so war hungry. Maybe they're gonna make some changes here. Because I'm tired, people want peace. They just want to live, live out their lives. They don't want all this war. So the cards say yes. And if you could see, look, this is a child on this horse. This is a young person on the horse. And they're riding, coming forth. They're happy. If you could see the expression on this child's face, they're joyous. And I'm thinking the young people in both of these countries are tired of this. They're tired of this war and devastation and hunger and whatever else is going on over there. They're sick of it. And I think they're going to speak out about it and they're going to get their way. It says positivity, freedom, success. If for some reason, they're going to have a reason to feel optimistic, confident, good luck, happiness, openness. Okay, so I'm so hoping that the cards are right here, that the people over in the Middle East can get some kind of peace and happiness and joy in the upcoming year. I hope so. I hope so. Let's do one more. I don't want to make it too long. Let's ask about Ukraine. My God, it's so embarrassing. Um, the way this recent government is treating Zelensky to me, and that's my opinion is for entertainment purposes only. But let's see what the courts say. Will things get better for Ukraine in 2026? The people in the United States, the majority of the people in the United States support Ukraine. They do. They don't want them to be taken over by you know who, Glad. And they basically have our support. But this leaders, this administration is in my opinion, is not doing the right thing when it comes to Zelensky. He's such a wonderful leader. Okay, will the country of Ukraine get relief? It's going on way too long. Will they get relief? Will the people in Ukraine get relief in 2026? I mean, my goodness. And they are so brave and just fighting hard for the country and their freedoms. It's a shame. Okay, let's see. Okay, great, 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 great. Okay, it says yes. It's got the Ten of Pentacles card, Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so it says unexpected financial windfalls. Great. Maybe they're going to get money from the US finally, and maybe they're going to get even more money from their friends in Europe. Okay, and maybe even Asia. Unexpected financial windfall, lump sums, uh, trust funds, inheritance, solid foundations, privilege, inherited issues, ancestry, family, business, support. Okay, so it says old money, affluence. Okay, yes, I think they're going to get the money they need. I hope it's the money they need to rebuild. I hope the fighting stops over there and that they get the money that they need to rebuild Ukraine and rebuild their nation. That's my hopes for them. Okay, but the cards say yes, they're going to get some type of relief in Ukraine, and Zelensky is going to get some type of relief in 2026. So the answer was yes. So I'm going to stop there. I will come back with some more yes or no questions. I've got a bunch of them soon. So that's what I got, folks. Love and light to all. Blessings. Bye.